Purta Prabhuji will be reciting in English from Canto 3, Chapter 10, verses 16 to 30. So, Prabhuji, Mataji, whenever you are ready, can you please start with invocation? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 16. Bhuta sarga tritiyastu tanmatro dravya saktiman chaturtha aindriya sargo yastu jnana kriyatmakaha.
The sense perceptions are created in the third creation, and from these the elements are generated. The fourth creation is the creation of knowledge and of working capacity.
Vaikariko deva sargaha panchamo yan mayam manaha sastastu tamasa sargo yastva abuddhikrita prabho.
The fifth creation is that of the controlling deities by the interaction of the mode of goodness, of which the mind is the sum total. The sixth creation is the ignorant darkness of the living entity by which the master acts as a food.
Text 18. Sad ime prakrita sarga vaikratan api me sranu rajo bhajo bhagavato lileyam hari medhasaha.
Sorry. All the above creations by the external energy of the Lord. Now hear from me about the creations by Brahma, who is an incarnation of the mode of passion, and who in the matter of creation has a brain like that of the personality of Godhead.
Saptamo mukhya sargastu sadvidhastastu samchuya vanaspati asadhilatat vaksara virudho drumaha.
The seventh creation is that of the immovable entities, which are of six kinds: the fruit trees without flowers, trees and plants, which exist until the fruit is ripe, creepers, pipe plants, creepers which have no support, and trees with flowers and fruits.
Utsrota sastama praya antasparsha vishesinaha.
All the immovable trees and plants seek their subsistence upwards. They are almost unconscious but have feelings of pain within. They are manifested in variegatedness.
Text 21. Tirascham astama sargaha so astvam vimsad vidho mataha avido bhuri tamaso granagya hridiya vidinaha.
The eighth creation is that of the lower species of life, and they are of different varieties, numbering 28. They are all extensively foolish and ignorant. They know their desirables by smell, but are unable to remember anything within the heart.
Gaur ajo mahisa krishna sukaro gavayo ruruhu dvisafa pashavasche me avir ustrasa cha sattama.
O purest Vidura, of the lower animals, the cow, goat, buffalo, Krishna stag, hog, Gavaya animal, deer, lamb, and camel, all have cloven hooves.
Text 23. Kharo swatvaro gauraha sarabhascha mari tatha ete chaika saptah kshatah shranu pancha nakhan pasun.
The horse, mule, ass, gaura, sarabha, bison, and wild cow all have only one hoof. Now may hear from me about the animals who have 5 nails.
Text 24. Srigalo vrako vyagro marjara sasasalakau simha kapir gaja kurmo godhascha makaradayah.
The dog, jackal, tiger, fox, cat, rabbit, sojaru, lion, monkey, elephant, tortoise, alligator, gosapa, etc. all have 5 nails in their claws. They are known as panchanakas, or animals having 5 nails.
25. Kankagridra bakasyena bhasa bhalluka babarbhina hamsa sarasa chakravya kakuluka dayah khagaha.
The heron, vulture, crane, hawk, bhasa, bhalluka, peacock, swan, sarasa, chakravaka, crow, owl, and others are the birds.
26. Advaksrotastu navama shattar ekavidho nranam rajodhikha karmapara dukhe cha sukhamanina.
The creation of the human beings who are of one species only and who stock their eatables in the belly is the 9th in the rotation. In the human race, the mode of passion is very prominent. Humans are always busy in the midst of miserable life, but they think themselves happy in all respects.
27. Vaikratastraya evaite deva sargascha sattama vaikarikastu yah proktaha kaumaras tupyayatmakaha.
O good Vidura, these last 3 creations and the creation of demigods, the 10th creation, are Vaikrita creation, which are different from the previously described Prakrita natural creations. The appearance of the Kumaras is both.
Text 28 and 29. Deva sargaschasta vidho vibhuddha pitaro suraha gandharvapsarasa siddha yaksha rakshamsi charanaha bhuta preta pishachascha vidyadraha kinnaradyaha dasaita vidurakhyaktaha sargaste vishwasrikritaha.
The creation of the demigods is of 8 varieties. The demigods, the forefathers, the asuras, the demons, the Gandharvas and Apsaras or angels, the Yakshas and Rakshasas, the Siddhas, Charanas and Vidyadharas, the Bhutas, Pretas and Pishachas, and 8 the superhuman beings, celestial singers, etc. All are created by Brahma, the creator of the universe.
Text 30. Atah param pravakshyami vamsanmanvantarani cha ivam raja putah srasta kalpadishva atmabhirihi srijyati yamogha sankalpa atmaivatmanam atmanaha.
Now I shall describe the descendants of the Manus, the creator Brahma as the incarnation of the passion mode of the personality of Godhead, creates the universal affairs with unfailing desires in every millennium by the force of the Lord's energy.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji and Prabhuji, for such beautiful recitations. Absolutely beautiful recitations. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we're just waiting for Shyam Hari Prabhuji to join us. He hasn't joined us yet, but I'm sure he will soon. So in the meantime, while waiting for Prabhuji to join us, I will recite the Mangalacharan prayer. You can all join me behind muted mics. Let's put our hands together and let's pray very sincerely to their lordships. ॐ ज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त कंचना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरा भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा। Thank you, dear devotees. So I hope Prabhuji will join us soon. In the meantime, we will start reading the verses for discussion today. So I wonder if Jyoti Mataji could share the verses, please. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Jyoti Mataji. What's the latest regarding Prabhuji joining us, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji. His Zoom is playing up a bit, but he's trying to join and he'll be here soon.
Thank you very much. So what verses are we reading today, please?
18 to 25.
18 to 25. Okay, let's scroll down to verse number 18, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sorry.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you very much for joining. So we were just about to start reading the verses for today. I've recited the Mangala Charan prayer already.
Wonderful.
So over to you now, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna. Share my screen. So what happens with me? Okay, so Hare Krishna. So yeah, so we have already recited Mangala Charan prayer, but just say softly. Oh God. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Vacharade Vishesa Sunyavadi Paschati Visvale Kam Karoti Vatalam Bangam Lamai Tegirim Pradharam Bande Shri Hare Krishna. Sorry once again for being late. So we continuing with the chapter 10 today. So we'll be reading from verse number 18 to 25. There are 7 verses. But I believe there's a purport for only one verse. So there's not a lot to read. But we'll still go through that. So verse number 18, this is Canto 3, status quo. Chapter 10 is the divisions of the creation. verse number 18. Shadi me prakrita sarga vaikratan me shunu rajo bhajo bhagavato lileyam hari me dasah. Translation: all the above are natural creations by the external energy of the Lord. Now hear from me about the creations by Brahma, who is an incarnation of the mode of passion, and who, in the matter of creation, has a brain like that of the personality of Godhead. Wonderful translation by itself. So up until now, so this chapter opened here. So we are on verse 18. But if we were, as we were studying before, this is about the creation. Vidura asked the question to Maitreya. Kindly explain me describe the external time, which is another form of the Lord. Wonderful actor. What are the symptoms of the eternal time? Please describe them to us all. Then Maitreya explained the time factor. And then he explains the time with respect to creation. This cosmic manifestation is as it is now. It was the same in the past and it will continue in the same way in the future. This is like eternal. There are 9 different kinds of creations besides the one which naturally occurs due to the interactions of the modes. There are 3 kinds of annihilation due to external time, the material elements, and the quality of one's work. So do you remember how does the time help? So this is a time which this cosmic manifestation is separated from the Supreme Lord as material energy by the means of Kala. Remember we read in the previous canto, 2nd canto, and again 3rd canto as well, how the Lord impregnates the Maya or the Pradhan with his glance. And then the time, what is impacted is the Kala. One of the elements that's impregnated is Kala, time. And the time agitates the modes of material nature. And that creates a Mahatattva. Now this is how the time becomes the reason for creation. So there are 9 different kinds of creations besides the one which naturally occurs due to the interaction of the modes. There are 3 kinds of annihilations. We discussed that. Then 9 creations, once again explains. Mahatattva is the first creation. The sum total of the material ingredients wherein the modes interact due to the presence of the Supreme Lord. In the second, the false ego is generated, in which the material ingredients, material knowledge, and material activities arise. Quite technical, all these things. Then the sense perceptions, the third creation. The fourth creation, the creation of knowledge and working capacity. These are all the Gyanendriyas, Karmendriyas. The fifth creation is that of controlling deities by the interaction of the mode of goodness of the mind is sum total. This is all primary creation now. So when we are in the 18th verse, the primary creation is by the Lord with the external energy. All the above are natural creation by the external energy of the Lord. Now hear from me about the creations by Brahma, who is an incarnation of the mode of passion. So Brahma does the secondary creation. And now he's explaining all the secondary creation where we have started just now. And he has a brain. So who is the incarnation of mode of passion? So Lord Brahma is also incarnation of the Lord in mode of passion. So we also call them Guna Avatar. There are 3 Guna Avatars. Right? So there is Rajaguna, Tamaguna, and Sataguna. So does everyone know who are the 3 Guna Avatars? Brahmaji is one. And who are the other 2?
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
Yes. And Mahesh is Lord Shiva is
Lord Shiva.
He's the avatar of, he's in the incarnation. So he's not in ignorance, but he's the incarnation of mode of ignorance because of the particular service that he performs of destruction. And Lord Vishnu, Krishna, expanding Vishnu as himself, does the maintenance. So this Lord Brahma is not ordinary. And then that's why he says, who in the matter of creation has a brain like that of personality of Godhead. So we can imagine what that brain means. We're only obviously using what has been already created for our maintenance, sustenance. And Brahma, with what kind of brain he must have created this. So that's verse 18. Then verse number 19. Saptamo mukhya sargastu sadvidastastu samchayah vanaspatiyo shadelatha tvaksara viruddho drumaha. The seventh creation is that of the immovable entities. Immovable entities are, which are 6 kinds. The fruit trees without flowers. See the details that's given Srimad Bhagavatam is. The fruit trees without flowers. It's amazing. Trees and plants which exist until the fruit is ripe. These are like annuals. Yeah, like this is springtime. A lot of must have started planting flowers. There are annual flowers, there are perennials, right? So annuals, what happens? We grow every year. They flower nicely, and we offer the flower to Krishna. Krishna is asking for only small items. This Bhagavad Gita verse. Anyone remember? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Yeah. So all that he's asking for is patram pushpam, which is available anywhere. Actually, even the dandelions, they're also available. Like even if you don't grow, they're all coming. So they're all available for us to offer. So all these creations, ultimately, this is the difference between devotees and people who are not yet conscious of Krishna. So devotees are always growing these various flowers because they are given by Krishna, and we offer to Krishna. In one way, we cannot, what can we offer to Krishna that is not already his own? So this is the best utilization of what we receive from Krishna, and makes our garden beautiful. And all these creepers, pipe plants. What the pipe plants are like? What? The bamboos, like, bamboos. If you see how Lord's, if you go to the temple manor, and I'm sure many of you are already making nice bouquets at home. So all these different, amazing how they make the bouquets, different types of flowers, and they're using the pipe plants, some creepers, support, no support. Yeah. And then trees with flowers and fruits. So all this wonderful nature been given by the Supreme Lord for all of us to use in His service and perfect our life. So all the facilities are given to us. There's nothing much we have to do, to be honest. Just to use those facilities for the purpose of His enjoyment. And in His enjoyment, we automatically get the enjoyment. It's wonderful. How we can grow all these flowers, we can make our garden beautiful. But what gives the satisfaction to the heart? When we take these flowers and offer to Krishna. Yeah, that gives the satisfaction. Yes, looking at them also looks nice for the eyes. Yeah, we can see that they look very beautiful. Particularly, it's interesting that we are in the springtime. There's this activity that we've been doing here at home and also in the manor farm, growing all the vegetables, putting the seeds in the pots and preparing so that we can grow all those wonderful trees or plants with flowers and fruits. So it's just good timing in that sense. So we can practically experience these creations. If you go to the city, like it's very horrible. Like if you go to many cities, you will not see any of these things. All that we have left, with the nature is what we call a concrete jungle. And all we see is just bricks and mortars everywhere. You go to the city. London, you might still find some, region gardens. There are so many nice ones. But some of the cities, like if you go in India, there's, like you go to Bombay. Now they're becoming conscious, but otherwise there's so much Delhi. There's more pollution than anything else. So that's 19, next 20. Utsrotasastamah praya anta sparsha visheshinah. Utsrotasah. They seek their subsistence upwards. So this is the nature of plants. Tama praya, almost unconscious. Anta sparshaha, slightly feeling within. Visheshanaha, with varieties of manifestation. See, all the immovable trees and plants seek their subsistence upwards. They are almost unconscious but have feelings of pain within. They are manifested in variegatedness. So this is so amazing. This also explained that they're all living entities, all these plants. Yeah, they are almost unconscious. Like you can see the non-inert matter, like these stones, rocks, mountains. They are fully unconscious. And the plants are almost unconscious. We can see them, but there's not much interaction with them. But Bhagavatam explains us that they also have the antasparshaha. They have slightly feeling within. And Srila Prabhupada explained they are almost unconscious but have feelings of pain within. Now going back to the same point, like if we just uproot them or pluck them and not offer to Krishna, then it's almost like a pain in vain for them. But now when we take them and offer to Krishna, it becomes a service from their side. Like we are also like, if we do service, it's like tapasya sometimes. It's like it pains. Like yesterday we were in the kitchen and there was so much cooking. There's so many devotees come on Sunday and so much cooking and devotees pot washing, so much work. By the time we come home, it feels like the back is breaking. Like you feel the pain. The pain is joyful because we use this body for the service of Krishna. Similarly, all these wonderful items that Krishna is manifesting for us, and our Lord Brahma again making the facility for us, he used it for service of Krishna. And we seek actually, like also one most amazing plant that I'm forgetting, and can anyone guess? Very dear to Krishna.
Tulsi?
Tulsi plant?
Yes, so wonderful. Tulsi. Tulsi also we start to get manjari in the Tulsi, and we can take the manjaris offered to Krishna. This is, as soon as the spring starts, the manjari starts coming, loads and loads of them. So we take Tulsi manjari, take Tulsi leaf, and then use that in the offering to Krishna. And that way, then Krishna accepts. It's said that Krishna accepts the offering when he sees the Tulsi leaf. That's what attracts his attention. So our idea is how to attract attention of Sri Krishna. So we are offering. Again, he's the one who's offering us everything, giving us everything, sorry. And we are preparing our offering and then offering him back. But then he may ignore. But when we put a leaf of Tulsi in the offering, he gets attracted. Because Tulsi is great devotee of Sri Krishna. Vrinda Devi. When he sees Tulsi leaf, he gets attracted to our offering. Then he accepts our offering. And when we take Tulsi leaf again, we offer, we Tulsi Amrata Janmasi Sada Tvam Keshava Priya. Keshavatham Chinnomi Tvam. We say a shloka before taking the Tulsi leaf, and then we say a verse after taking the leaf. Chayano udbhava dukkham cha yad hridita vartate. When we say Chayano udbhava dukkham cha, when I'm taking the leaf from you, udbhava is rising, maybe the pain is rising. Tab samsyo Jagan Mata. Vrinda Devi Namastate. We say, please forgive me for that. But I'm only taking this leaf for the purpose of offering to your dear Keshava. Keshava Artham Chinnomi Tvam. There's a verse, I'm sure a lot of you are worshipping Tulsi at home and taking Tulsi leaf and offering to Krishna. Very nice and the most wonderful service that we can do is serving Tulsi Maharani at home. We are all, householders. One of these activities within the deities at home is looking after Tulsi. And a lot of devotees come to the temple and they say that, well, we lose our Tulsi in the winter. And how do we grow again? So they again need seed, again need little plants, again they grow. They again lose in the winter, which is a bit sad. You can actually grow Tulsi at home. You just need to give her the right environment. It's not very difficult, by her grace, she is here with us for so many years. And we just, in the winter time, water once a week, and then light. We get lights. All this science is making so much facility for us to use in service of Krishna. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. All these dictaphones and typewriters, all these machineries that are created, we can use them for service of Krishna. Similarly, yes, in this country, winter is cold. There is not much of light, outside. So we can't grow Tulsi outside the house. In India, Tulsi is growing just like that. There's no problem at all. And they survive somehow through the winter also. But here, it doesn't, she can't survive. So at home, we create a little bit warm area for them. We put a light on top and then just water, and she's there. And the most important part, obviously, is that we pray to her every day. We can chant in front of Tulsi. It's so powerful. When we chant in front of Tulsi, we get blessings. We get association of a pure devotee. That's what we need. When we are chanting, we have association of pure devotees, then we can experience Krishna's presence. Yeah. Because Krishna always resides in devotees' hearts. And devotees reside in Krishna's heart. It's like that. So on this note, I just remembered, actually, I was not preparing, not thinking of speaking about Tulsi Maharani. Just when I read this, suddenly got this thought. So that's very nice that if we can do that service, very nice for our upliftment. Yeah, and they all have, their unconscious feeling of pain. So we just make sure that they're used for the right purpose. Verse number 21. Say the 18. Is it 20 as well? Yeah, we did 20 as well. 21. Tirascham ashtama sarga so ashtavinshad vidho matah avido bhuri tamaso avido bhuri tamaso pranajna iti avedinaha. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. The eighth creation is that of the lower species of life, and they are of different varieties, numbering 28. That is exact number there. Ashtavimshat, 28. So Bhagavatam is not vague about anything. It is specific. The numbers are given. So it is a perfect science. It is not someone's random thoughts put together here. Let's write something. People can write anything. Harry Potter, all that, just create anything. Doesn't matter. But here this is specific. The 8 creations that of lower species of life, there are different varieties numbering 28. They are all extensively foolish and ignorant. They know they're desirable by smell, but are unable to remember anything within the heart. In the Vedas, the symptoms of the lower animals are described as follows. अथेतरे श्याम पशुना अशना पिपासे एवाभि विज्ञानम न विज्ञातम वदन्ति न विज्ञातम पश्यन्ति न विदुः स्वस्तनम न लोकावलोकावैति यद् वा पुरी तमसो महुरुषः घ्राणेनैव जानन्ति हृदयं प्रति स्वप्रियं वस्तु एव विन्दन्ति भोजनशयनादि अर्थं गृह्णन्ति. Lower animals have, as I did not do research as to from which scripture this has been quoted by Prabhupada. Lower animals have knowledge only of their hunger and thirst. They have no acquired knowledge, no vision. Their behavior exhibits no dependence on formalities. Extensively ignorant, they can know their desirables only by smell. And by such intelligence only can they understand what is favorable and unfavorable. Their knowledge is concerned only with eating and sleeping. Therefore, even the most ferocious lower animals, such as tigers, can be tamed simply by regularly supplying meals and accommodations for sleeping. Only snakes cannot be tamed by such an arrangement. So here, Bhagavatam is explaining about the animals who are only looking for food. So they are only concerned with eating and sleeping. So we can draw some parallel with a lot of humans as well, who are only, looking for eating and sleeping. This is like ignorance is primary. So you see all these animals, that's as soon as the day breaks. So some of those animals are active in the night, like foxes are going around, smelling here and there. Where can they find food? In this country. And other animals also may be hunting in the night. I don't know. But that's what they do. They get some food, they hunt something, and they eat, and then they sleep. They again get up, and they eat, and they sleep. So all the work that they do, like effort, is only for finding food, and for sleeping, they don't need much of the shelter sometimes. They can just sleep anywhere, or some of them may have their little holes. Some of them may find some shade, natural, not working hard. So this eating and sleeping, I'm going to distract a little bit from the creation to draw a parallel to human. I was saying, this is so much going on. Significant population is actually doing that, and all these eating and sleeping, they have to put so much effort to be able to achieve that. So much hard work is being put when even animals are able to get their food very easily. They're not, traveling so many miles, flying planes here and there, and then creating more pollution, more destruction in the environment, just to find some food to eat and some place to sleep. What more is required? And this is what happens when we in the human life also, waste and just do these activities of animals. Then the question will be, why do we need human life? For that purpose, you don't need human life. Human life is precious. Anything precious, has to be used for the right purpose. If it is not used, then there is no need. We don't need that body. So we all, souls, we're getting different bodies. We're getting human body and using it for eating and sleeping. I might as well live like an animal. So don't need to work so hard. So I think this is like a favor. If people are the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, yam yam. What is that? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam taryatyante kalevaram tam tam evate kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitah. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Whatever one remembers at the time of death, surely that kind of body that person will receive. Tajatyante kalevaram. At the time of death, when the giving up the body, they get a new body, and then what is appropriate, what they desire and what they deserve. Or what we desire, what we deserve. If our desires are only eating and sleeping, then animal life is pretty cool. There's nothing much to do there. No need to go to school, all the exams, GCSEs, A levels, universities, lots of loan, mortgage, this. None of all that problem exists for animals. Yeah. So Lord has created this facility. So from Lord, everything is is act of compassion. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu, Jagatpate. Karuna Sindhu. So Lord is like ocean of mercy. So ocean of compassion. So this compassion is what it is. The creation, the whole act of creation is compassion for us living entities, jivas, who desire to be bahirmukha, or we want to be seeing away from Krishna. The facility is being created. And to enjoy the body, the facility are even higher in the animal life. They enjoy more eating, sleeping than human. So this facility is being created. And Lord Brahma is, making this happen for us. 22. Gaurajo Mahisha Krishna Sukaro Gavayo Ruruhu Dvishafa Pashavasche Avirushtas Ushtrascha Sattama. Translation. O purest Vidur of the lower animals, the cow, goat, buffalo, Krishna snag, so like a black deer, hog, Gavaya animal, deer, lamb, and camel all have cloven hooves. So this is another type of animal being explained. I was looking up in Vedabase to find how human actually, when we read cow, goat, buffalo, even hog is, the human maintain. Lamb, camels are used so much in the desert. So one aspect is also that human is like guardian for all these animals, to look after them, to feed them with the help of, for example, bull or oxen, we can grow food. We look after mother cow, and she gives us milk that we can offer to Krishna. So how human is actually responsible, rather than taking care of them, becoming guardian of them. What's happening now is all we have is slaughterhouses everywhere, where these poor animals are slaughtered when there is no need. Now science has progressed so much, we can grow enough food. Now again, we read before, the vegetations also have the very subtle consciousness. They're very, what's the word we said? They're not so much conscious. They can feel the pain, right? Almost unconscious, but a feeling of pain with it. So one aspect is also, even though they feel the pain, we have to use them or take them only for service to Krishna, not otherwise. Yeah. Then there is no sin. Otherwise, we only incur sin. So this verse here, actually, this is a seventh canto I'm showing on the screen. 14th chapter, Ideal Family Life. What is mentioned here is how family life in this chapter, whenever we get there, what is the ideal family life? It says, maybe someone can read this. I'm losing my voice, sorry, I'm still not fully well. Anyone looking at the screen, they can read this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I
Yes,
read it.
please.
Okay. One should treat animals such as deer, camels, asses, monkey, mice, snakes, birds, and flies exactly like one's own son. how little difference there actually is between children and these innocent animals.
So amazing. Please, Mother, read the purport again.
The purport. One who is in Krishna consciousness understands that there is no difference between the animal and the innocent children in one's home. Even in ordinary life, it is our practical experience that a household dog or a cat is regarded on the same level as one's children, without any envy. Like children, the unintelligent animals are also sons of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore a Krishna conscious person, even though a householder, should not discriminate between children and poor animals. Unfortunately, modern society has devised many means for killing animals in different forms of life. For example, in the agriculture fields, there may be many mice, flies, and other creatures that disturb production, and sometimes they are killed by pesticides. In this verse, however, such a killing is forbidden. Every living entity should be nourished by the food given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Human society should consider itself the only enjoyer of the properties of God. Rather, men should understand that all other animals also have a claim to God's property. In this verse, even the snake is mentioned, indicating that a householder should not be envious even of a snake. If everyone is fully satisfied by eating food that is a gift from the Lord, why should there be envy between one living being and another? In modern days, people are, if you could,
Sorry. Yeah.
people are very much inclined towards communistic ideas of society, but we do not think that there can be any better communistic idea than which is required in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even in the communistic countries, the poor animals are killed without consideration, although they also should have the right to take their allotted food with which to live. Hare
Hello.
Krishna.
Thank you. Prabhupada is including even communistic idea. If they think that everyone has equal rights, why not animals? They're also the children of God. But it's very unfortunate. But when the same people come to temple or they come over home, so somehow we can give them prasad. They appreciate, what is this? Then they get surprised. This is even better than what they eat. So from our side, we should try and distribute prasad. Verse 24, the dog, jackal, tiger, fox, cat, rabbit, sajaru, lion, monkey, elephant, tortoise, alligator, gosapa, all have 5 nails in the claws. They are known as panchanakhas, or animals having 5 nails. Verse number 25, the heron, vulture, crane, hawk, bhasa, bhalluka, peacock, swan, sarasa, chakravak, crow, all others are the birds. It continues, we have to end here. Somehow verse number 26 starts with the human creation. That someone will discuss on Wednesday. So that's all. I think it's 8:35 now. Thank you so much for your patience. Any questions, comments? Thank you so much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhuji, for the beautiful class. Thank you.
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for going through wonderful creations.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Have a wonderful Kesi week.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.